Hey guys, Captain George Gods, host of Unfathomed, full-time fishing guide, and a proud owner of the Caymas 28 HB. This is my twin motor model. This is brand new for me. I get a lot of questions on specifications of the boat, how the boat is set up, so we figured let's do a walkthrough, show you guys how I set my boat up. Let's start up in the front. You know, the one great feature about this boat is this huge casting deck. And this is something that I really love, especially as a full-time fishing guide. You know, so often we're on the front, we're snook fishing, we got the trolling motor, which will move this boat around perfectly, 36 volt. We'll run this boat all day long while I'm live baiting for snook inshore. Get a couple guys up here casting, fishing, no problem at all. First up here, we have the anchor locker, you know, standard anchor locker. It's funny, you find nowadays with the power poles and the trolling motors, really, I can't remember the last time I pulled the anchor out and used the anchor, but that's there. Next, we have a big forward hatch for storage. All these storage boxes are dry, which is great. I use it as a, you know, kind of a cast net storage, tackle, and, you know, pretty much throw all. My guests put their bags in there. Below here in the deck, you can opt for an optional freshwater system. I have my trolling motor battery up there. Here we have a 45-gallon insulated fish box with a macerator. You know, holds your any kind of fish you want to throw in there. Does a great job at ice retention. This forward deck, this forward seating is wonderful. This is all removable cushions. So a lot of times if I'm not, you know, have the family out, I can remove all these cushions, or even if I do, I can take this center cushion out, easily walk up to the front. A lot of times I'll just store this one so it's not getting stepped on all the time. But this is a great family feature. Down here, in their single 28 model, you can get, this would be a cast net storage. I've opted for the additional fuel. I'll talk more about that, but this extra fuel is really important to me. So an additional 37 gallons I have here in the floor for those long runs. Right in front of the console, more storage, cold storage, insulated box for my waters. Both sides, I have storage as well. And just all my tackle is stored on both sides. Again, dry storage, a lot of room for your tackle. Let's walk our way back. You know, big center console, which is nice. You can get an optional, it does actually come with a standard removable porta potty. I don't ever use that, so I've removed it. I use it more as a dry storage. I have my ditch bag, my rain gear hanging up here. I put a couple hooks, you know, easily accessible electrical panel. My batteries are down below, charging system is down below, another great dry storage area. You know, working your way back, let's just take a look at the console. You know, what I've opted for, which is new, is the three-sided glass, and this is something that I really, really love. I've been running the boat now for a month or so, and this is an option that I just love. It keeps the wind off your face. I mean, you can be running along at 50 miles an hour, and it just feels like you're doing 10 miles an hour. You can easily hold a conversation. I set this up with two 12-inch Raymarine multifunctional displays. I have my vessel view, I have my autopilot, I have a VHF box above. Another cool thing that I did kind of, you know, I put some electrical switches in. I have another set up underneath. I just have multiple ones for electric reels, for kite reels, charging system. When I get home, I can plug the boat in. Leaning post, have a nice setup on the leaning post. He's all swiveled down, so either you can sit up against it or you can, you know, sit down. Retractable armrests. And again, a little more tackle storage area in here that I have set up. Got my Yozuri fluorocarbon that I can easily pull off the spools, and just stuff that I tend to go to really quickly. What we have in the back is we have a 35-gallon live well system over here. This does a great job at bait retention. I do a lot of live baiting. So 35-gallon well there. We have a same size 35-gallon. This is really a wet box in here. I just throw my nets when I'm done using them for the day. I'll stick those in there. And sometimes I use it as trash, to be honest. This is another great feature for the family, a flip-up seat. This is probably one of the most comfortable spots on the whole boat when you're riding. A couple kids can sit back here. Storage below. A little messy, I apologize, but then we have some great access to the bilge. So we have easy access to the bilge here. They use a single manifold system for discharge of all your hoses, which is really cool. You know, stainless through-hole fittings. You know, really set up to easily accessible. I have transfer valves here because I have the additional fuel tank, so I can transfer fuel Power pole pumps are back here. Autopilot pump is back here. So everything is easily accessible and easy to get to, which is a great feature. You know, a big thing for me this time was going with the dual Mercury, the new V8 300s. This is maximum horsepower on this boat is 600 horsepower. A lot of people say, wow, that's a lot of horsepower, but I tell you, it's there if you need it, and it's really nice for economy. It's nice for cruising speeds. The boat will, you know, just performs perfectly with these twin motors. So I'm really loving this twin motor application. I just made a long trip to the Bahamas. I did 275 miles and I averaged just under 2 miles to a gallon, and that was probably at 40 miles an hour. So the economy is really, really good. We were able to put dual power poles on this one. I love that feature to keep the boat from swinging. A step ladder in the back as well. So, but I elected for this because I love the power poles. You know, another great feature that I really like is the amount of room that's behind the leaning post. So often, you don't get a lot of room back here on boats. And this is probably one of the most important areas when you're fishing, is to have this room. You get a couple guys back here and it gets cramped really quickly, especially when you're fishing offshore. So we put a lot of room in here. We have the slide out for the Yeti 65, which is a great feature, you know, get it up out of your way. But this room here is wonderful. The bolsters are all removable, which is a cool feature if you leave your boat outside. Like I talked about, I have the JL audio system, 4 speakers up in the T-top, 2 6s in the back, 8s in the front. There's an amp. You can get upgraded stereo system as well. You can put as much in it as you want or as little as you want. What's cool here is all your life preserver storage is underneath the T-top, gets that up out of the way. I love something that's really cool is Taco's. This is stern light, so it'll crank up and crank down stern light. Also, what we have here is Taco riggers, which is a cool feature. I can adjust the riggers up and out from down here. I don't have to get up on the side of the gunnels, so this is a great feature. Coming up top, stuff I'm excited about. And why did I go to a twin motor application? I get this from a question a lot from people. My last boat was a half station where I would walk through with a half station at the top. As an East Coaster, I just really wasn't using that feature as much as, let's say, if you were on the West Coast. So what I opted for, which is really important to me, is the ability to find birds. I went with the 12 kW radar from Raymarine. It's the Magnum radar. It does a great job at finding birds. I'm making those long trips to the Bahamas, and the reason for the twin application is now I can go without a buddy boat. I feel confident to make the crossing with the family. It's 75 miles to West End, and I can easily make that in this boat. I have the fuel range, I have the safety with the dual motors. You know, this is a great, pick your days, it's a great boat to take to the Bahamas. So we also have the 300 series Raymarine FLIR. This is awesome in the dark. It's so often that you leave early in the morning, and to have the thermal imaging, you know, get you home safe, get you out there safe. Now let's talk about the running surface of this boat and what it makes it so unique. It's Michael Peters design, double step ventilated hull. What does that mean? It means the boat is efficient and it's fast. Again, 28-foot boat, 9.4 beam. I'm seeing speeds of the mid-60s, so 64, 65 miles an hour in a boat this size is quick. But at cruising speeds, you're getting great fuel economy as well. You know, I can get 2.5, 2.6, 2.7 miles per gallon. With the fuel that's on here, there's 120 gallons that's in the floor, that's standard, optional 37 gallons in the front. I have somewhere around 250 to 300 mile range with what's in the boat. So that's pretty incredible for a boat this size. And again, easily accessible to go to the Bahamas with those twin motors. I'm sure there's a lot of options that I missed, a lot of things that I didn't go over. Feel free to reach out to me with any questions at all. This is one of many boats that Caymas makes. They make a full line of freshwater boats. They make a 26 hybrid. They make a 28 single engine hybrid, 28 dual, which this one is. They also make a 34 center console and a 40 center console. So check out a local Caymas dealer nearest you, or give me a shout. I'll answer any questions you guys have, and I hope to see you in Caymas soon.